everyone, just trying to make some adjustments here. Forgive me, using a different camera than I used the other day when we went live, so hoping this works all right. You can see all the garbage back there on my desk, so I need to move this up a little bit. Give me a second here. Yeah, that works. So, not really. Okay, there we go. That's better. Now, let me turn this around so that it is the right way. It won't let me do that. This won't let me turn it around for everybody. Well, that's too bad. All right. I have been playing with kits. You can see those here. These are a couple of them. I need to cut the edge off. But these are a couple from a kit club I used to belong to. And it just has Christmas hats, and I just have to add the photo spots that it comes with. Thought those were really cute. And I actually have a second set that I need to make because I have my friends as well. She decided these were a bit much to try to put together, so she left them with me, and I'm gonna put them together for her. So I put the hats together for her. As you can see, all the little hats here. I just have to glue them down on the paper. And of course I didn't follow the instructions. I didn't put them together like it says you should, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be exactly like the kit says, right? All right, give me a second here. I wanna try to share this. Give me just a second. Bear with me. Oh, what happened? There it goes. All right, give me just a second here. Sorry for the silence. We'll get started here in a second. I've been sifting through papers, making stacks that go in different areas like Christmas, Halloween, tropical, or like summer, that kind of thing. School pages for my sons. So yeah, just doing a little bit of everything. I uploaded another new video this morning that I've been working on, and had not uploaded that yet, so I finished editing that. I'm very productive this long weekend, so that's good. I hope you guys have been productive too. You'll have to let me know. I don't know how to see comments or anything. I'm gonna have to log in on the iPad so I can see comments. I always leave my glue bottle laying down. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Because that way the glue is like ready to come out. See, there's my multimedia. That way the glue is ready to come out instead of it all being down here at the end. So I just kind of leave them propped up. This one I just lay flat, so at least the glue is closer to the nozzle where I want it to be. What is going on? I don't know what's happening here. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's happening. So give me a minute here. So I've got a big mess. I am going to try to clean up that big mess because this is just a big mess. discovered yesterday that the ceiling out here has has a leak in it, so not real happy about that. And the fact that there's a leak, that makes me very sad. Get my paper cutter close. Give me just a second. Goodness. Hang on. Everything is so slow for some reason today. I guess including me, huh? Get some of this stuff out of here. I should have done some of that before I went live, huh? So my other half is outside doing a greenhouse. He's putting a greenhouse together, so that's fun. He's excited about that, and I am too. Bought some pepper plants and some other stuff, so that's cool. Just a second here. Oh wait, there it is. No. Okay. All right. This is so weird. I don't know why this happens. Everything's just moving so slow. Nothing wants to load. There we go. Now things are starting to load. That's good at least. Oh my goodness. Bear with me. Give me a moment. All right. So I shared it, and when anyone joins, if you can say hello, I'm gonna bring up the video on my iPad and turn down the volume so that I can see chat. Let me know where you're from and what you're doing today. If you're being crafty. Hang on a second. Gotta step away. Grab the to grab a stand for my iPad. I gotta move my water for a second. So that way I can see the iPad. I have a big mess here because I was working on these last night, putting these together. So look at this mess. I have my dilution pen, my black pen. This is a fantastic little like micro point. I don't know if you can see that. A little micro point black pen. They write so nice, so crisp. I don't know what all these are for. I just don't even know. So, testing a pen. You can see these are all pieces. Whoa, almost dumped out those little beads all over the place. That would have been fun. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that because I was using that for ink. And then I have this one. I decided to put these on the paper upside down because I didn't trim the edge yet. So that way when I trim the edge, it will, I was trying to use my tool picker, that didn't really work out. When I trim the edge, it will show, not show, goodness, I can't even talk. Like, I can't talk and do this at the same time. Okay, there we go. Oh, am I coming off of the table? No. All right. Good deal. All right, so I can cut off the edge because there's not going to be anything up here. It's all down here. So I'm going to show you, this is what they want it to look like right there. That's what they want the pages to look like. Mine are a little different. So maybe I'll play nice and I'll do mine more like the more like it says. But I'm going to use the Nuvo glue because it dries fast. It doesn't warp your paper. So the first thing I need, the first thing I need are the hats. So I did put them on the right page because they go on different pages depending on which hat they are. So like this one goes on the second page. These go on this first page. So I'm gonna get these together and get them on here. I'm gonna try to do hers more like it says too, maybe. Just maybe. I do need my Dilutions black pen though because I want some little lines and it does a better job of, so that's what my little towel was for. Get my pens going there. And, yeah, so how does it have them? It has these little swirl marks. So I'm just gonna and these dry back some, so it won't show that much. But I don't want to make them perfectly straight lines because I want them to be kind of like it's folds in the material. So this hat goes on here. This one does not. That one doesn't. This one does. All right, so this one goes here. This one goes here, and here, and here. See, they're all like straight. I don't like that. I like everything to be like tilted. I guess that one should lean that way. This one can be straight. So much for following the directions, huh? All right, let's see here. I just add some glue on the back. Go the length. That didn't go perfectly, but you don't need a whole lot. This glue sticks really well and it dries really fast, so when you put it down, I have learned you should probably mean it. So that's where that's staying, because it's not going to go anywhere else. This is something for some of the pages. I don't like working with that stuff because it's sticky on both sides. That irritates me. I don't want things to be sticky on both sides. And I don't think, I don't know which bag is for what set. There's another set of pages that go in this kit. We already did one set of the pages. My friend and I, we did them together. So there's a big button there that goes. What I've been doing is using the matte multimedia to hold down, things like buttons, plastic elements, metal elements, stuff like that. I'm pretty sure the deluxe adhesive would hold it, but I know the matte medium will definitely hold. So, just been using that, and apparently getting cat hair on it. So, just gonna glue these down. And yes, I'm making Christmas pages at the end of May. This was the kit. I ran across it yesterday when I was sorting through some papers, and the kit was there. I was like, oh my gosh, I still haven't finished that kit. So, pulled it out, and here we are. This one, again, has a little button. Some of that multi-medium, not multi-medium. It dries clear, so you know it'll bubble up in those buttonholes a little bit, but it dries clear. So, whoops. Put that over there. Now this hat is fun. It actually has bells that go on it. So those are metal. So I used the definitely use the multimedia matte multimedia, whatever. I use that stuff for that because it's these little teeny tiny silver bells. I'll show you those in just a second if I can get a hold of the little suckers. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's two of them. Here's the third one. There it is. Whoa, almost dumped it. But there are those little teeny tiny bells. And what I did was I just made a little blob of matte multi-medium, and I dropped them on there. And then I just kind of maneuvered them around a little bit until I got them the way I wanted them. I'll show you mine in just a second. I mean, you can't really mess it up. They're just for looks. Just trying to get them all in a little cluster there. There's a lot of matte medium between them, so I'm pretty happy with that. If there wasn't, I would just squirt some down in the middle. That's what I had to do yesterday. So you just want that on the end of the hat. I'll show you mine. Let me find it. There it is. So you can see my little cluster of bells there. Isn't that cute? They're just adorable. And then we will put this one down. I hope everyone's having a good weekend. I figured if I'm gonna scrapbook, I might as well see what everybody else is doing, right? Just check it out and see what's going on. What goes on top of this hat? Oh, this is the one with the button and those little cotton balls. I don't really like those little cotton balls. I put them on mine, but I don't really like them. So, I need matte medium for this. I don't want the button to pop off, so I know this will adhere to the paper pretty good. So you can see the little pom-pom things. It's like a string that has stuff on it. So they're pretty cute. I don't know. I guess I'll put them on there. They're these. It comes in a string like that. So I just cut them apart. think it finally stopped raining here for a little bit. We have got a couple of showers because I'm here on the east coast of Central Florida, and we're getting a lot of that, a lot of the storm and rain from Alberto, I think is the name of the storm. There's the other one. Like, I know there's another string of this. Where are they? See, they all got like red on them. Definitely don't need that. Don't need red on them. 1, 2, 3. I need 6 for the base of the hat and 1 for the pom-pom at the top. I have it cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. Here's number 6. Are you guys out having barbecues and doing fun stuff? I know the weather's nice in some places and kind of not so nice in others, so it's hard to tell. Hard to tell. Just depends on where you are and I guess what time of day it is, because our weather's supposed to get bad again later tonight. Oops, stuck to my finger, not to the button. Not good. I don't need a pom-pom on my finger. So what I'm gonna do is put the glue down and glue these down like that. I think that's gonna work better. Beautiful. There is something in my glue bottle clogging it up. You guys ever have that problem? I have shook this thing and squeezed it really hard, but there is something clogging it. And I actually, where's my pen tool? I need to poke this thing because it's driving me bonkers. And you can't really take the lid off of this. So let's operate. I don't know what's happening to my glue, but oh, there we go. So what is happening to my glue? Is there just nothing in here? My glue empty? Yeah, my glue's empty. That's why nothing's coming out. Nope, I've got glue. Alright. So I poked it through that way. Let's poke it through this way. Let's see what we got. Oh, look at that. There's some glue there. Yuck. Alright. Now that I made a mess, see if that works any better. No, that works much better. Alright, so now, now let's get all this glue off of everything. Like, I don't have anything sharp I can stick in there. I always forget about this little pokey tool. Lay that over there for a minute. Get the glue off of my hands. Because if I'm not careful, I'll get the glue in my hair. I always get glue in my hair. Do you guys do that? Do you have one of those things that no matter what you try to do, craft-wise, you end up with glue in your hair or ink on your hands or on your face? I'm okay with it on my hands, but I try to be really careful and not get it on my face. Leave that there in case I need it again. Okay, it's not gonna stick. I'll put some more glue down there. Now that it's actually working. Yay, look at that. So nice. Oops. Just got glue on my finger. That totally would have ended up in my hair. All right, no, I don't need to put that away yet. Put this one down. Again, you don't need a whole lot of this glue. It seems to stick pretty well. Like, I'm really impressed with it. I really like it. It's definitely my new favorite. All right. So what kind of topper goes on that? A big button. I've got a big button right here. I'm going to go back to the matte medium. Just putting that around my button, and I'm going to stick that on. I thought it was a cute idea that they used buttons for the toppers. That was really cute. So there's that one. I just got to put the photo spots on it, so that works. All right, and then we have page number 2. I found the paper. That is right here. Oh, I just bent it. That's all right. And then what we want to do with this one, look at this hat, a little top hat, isn't it cute? And I just used a white pen to go around it. So that goes there. Oh, and this one's cute with the little holly leaves, and gets a little red button. Paper's not laying flat. Everything's really need a dehumidifier in here or something. It's really humid in here. All right, so there's how that's gonna look. And this little elf hat gets all kinds of little little buttons on it. It looks really cute. Just gluing them down. I've learned with the page kits that if I look at the pictures and just kind of do my own thing, I get through them so much faster. I tried to follow the instructions for a page kit, and it literally took me like 6 hours to put the page together. I stopped reading those instructions and put together the next kit from the same company in like 2 hours and same amount of pages. I was absolutely floored. I put down all the hats first this time. Put a little bit of glue. Sorry, working off camera there. Just putting glue on that hat. It's hard to remember that you have people that you're showing stuff to. Alright. Alright, so on this little guy, we need, okay, so we're gonna need that big bow. Big bow goes on this one. And we're gonna need all of these little buttons. Alright, and then another little white button over here. Alright, so let's get some multi-medium out. Oh my goodness, I can't hold these little buttons. Again, just putting some on the back. I'm putting them down. And these go across the bottom. Do you guys follow instructions when you do page kits? If I get confused and I can't figure out what on earth to do with something in the kit, I look at the instructions now. Otherwise, I've just started, I look at the picture, get an idea where everything, oops, goes. Ooh, that didn't fall the wrong way, thank goodness. Oh, but it's stuck to my finger now. There we go, cute. All right, I'll put medium on there before I get started. I mean, before I wipe off my hand. This is going to get a big blob of that multi-medium because we want it to sit in there and not go anywhere. We want it to be visible that it's a bell, but we don't want it to move around. Wipe off my fingers because now I have to take a piece of red ribbon and tie a little bell for it. Oh, I need a red button too. Forgot about the red button. Let's get a red one. Is there a red one in here? There's no red button. Well, that's no good. Oh, here's a red button over here. I'm telling you, all of our stuff got mixed up somehow. I don't even know how that happened. A teeny tiny red button, but that'll work. Let's put that one down. I'm just gonna put some of that multi-medium there and stick the button right on top. There we go. Done. Oops, totally missed. Remove my water. Sorry about that. Now, got this little piece of ribbon left. I think there's another one, but this should be plenty. I'm just going to tie a little bow. I made 2 loops and just fed one through the other. And now I'm just going to try to finagle it the way I want it to look, right? There we go. Pull it tight and then pull it loose and pull it tight and pull it loose. You guys know the drill, right? When you're trying to bow. So, what did I do? Oh, I flipped it around somehow. I hate when you get your bow just right and then you realize you made the loops like too big or too small or something. It drives me nuts. All right. And then I want some really long strings on this, but I'm going to keep them somewhat reasonable. Trim those off. And I'm just going to add some of this back here. And I'm going to stick that little bow in there. And all that'll dry clear. So that'll be fine. And that's it. That completes this one. So, that's those. I will, I'm going to put the lid on the glue, but I'm going to show you the other 2 pages in this set. Sorry about my arm, but these are so stinking cute. Look at this. Is that adorable? A little pyramid of reindeer, and they have brown wire for their little antlers, and you just curl it so each one is different. It says reindeer crossing. And then the banner across the top says Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. And it's folded because they're hanging on it. It's just too stinking cute. So, and of course you have to have a reindeer with a red nose because it just wouldn't be a reindeer without Rudolph, right? You can't have a set of reindeer without Rudolph. So I'm gonna lay those over there. And I'm gonna get my cutter and try really hard to cut this off. It's gonna give me grief is that one with the pom-poms, I think. But I can flatten them enough. Look at that. There we go. Cut it right off. And it didn't want to cut real well. So I'm just gonna trim that up because it wouldn't lay flat. So my other one should cut a little better. Either that or it's time to sharpen my blade. I just put that blade on there not too long ago, so it should be okay. So that's mine from yesterday. I'm gonna let those other ones dry because there's still some of that matte multi-medium on there that can move around, and I don't really want that to happen. I left like a sliver of the green on there. I mean, of the white. I hate that. All right. So let's see if I can peel that off. Oh, so now I made a whole white stripe. So I'm gonna trim that off because it just didn't cut it real well. See, it's coming off. So do you like to do kits, or how do you guys scrapbook? How do you make your layouts? Do you just come up with your own things? Do you like kits? I like kits because I can think about my pictures that I want to put on them, and I can decide what I want to do. I do like kits for that reason, but I also love pretty scrapbook paper. So I do end up buying scrapbook paper as well, because I like to make my own pages too. So sometimes I like kits, sometimes I don't. Just clean up my space here a little bit. Keep that handy so those distractions can go away. And I think something happened, and I'm gonna have to find some red paper like this in my stash, because in one kit I got 2 of these, and then in the other kit I don't even see them now, so I don't even know what I did with them. But I could have sworn that we had 3 sets of these, so we should only have had 2 sets, because the next one, these are adorable. Look at these. So that's what these 2 pages are gonna look like. The little characters are ornaments hanging from the top, which is just too cute. And then it came with all the paper to make all of the photo mats, which is great. But because some of the kits don't come with photo mat paper, and that's kind of disappointing. But I have all of that here. I don't have 4 pages of this red. I only have 2. So I don't know what happened to the kits. I don't know why that happened, but I'm gonna have to find some red paper similar to this. I'm sure that I have some in my stash, like all of you do, and I'll just have to make do. So let's see. The first thing I'm gonna do is cut off the edge, right? That's the first thing I'm gonna do, because I didn't do it on those. That one needs to dry. So I'm gonna put that over there. This Recollections, I can't even say it. Recollections trimmer is like my favorite trimmer of all times. I've had so many trimmers, and I did just get a Caterpillar, but I have that set up on my desk over here to cut things when I'm making a bunch of cuts. So like maybe when I'm cutting the photo mats, I'll go over there and use that cutter. But just for something quick like this is really easy. And then of course I take my, I take that trimmer with me and leave the caterpillar here when I go crop somewhere else or at a friend's house or something like that, because I don't want to carry that with me. That would be a lot to lug back and forth. I'm just trying to find those. I don't know what I did with those pages. I sat here yesterday with them. That's so bizarre. Anyway, so I'm gonna work with one, and I don't know what I have here other than I have a bunch of little pieces, and these little guys have like little stripes and stuff like that on them. I'm gonna leave all the buttons and doodads in there because, oh gosh, they have all kinds of little pieces. So, and they had this iridescent string stuff to make the hats look, I guess, like Christmassy. I didn't use that. I didn't want any of that. I didn't want that on there. Oh, runaway beads. Runaway beads! Let's get those back in there. Oh, they're not snapped apart either. Let me try to break those apart. Wow. Those suckers were stuck good, huh? Alright. So we got some strings, some rickrack. That was in there. This was in there. Alright. Elf hat, elf shoes. Looks like Santa's beard. Snowflake. A little star. Green dot. Oh, and I colored the reindeer already. Reindeer's nose, maybe. Star. All these little accessories. These, oh my goodness. 2 red stars. Yeah, 2 red circles. And alright, I think this is all the little pieces. Oh, look, and the little penguin. He looks like he was together. Uh-oh. Oh, are those Santa's little feet? I guess those are Santa's little feet. I don't know. Is there more? Oh, there's more in there. Those are his little gloves. 1 little glove and 1 little foot. And this is the penguin. Look at that. Adorable. All right. So how do these go? So this little face and this little beard go on here with this little hat. And then he gets the little gloves and the little boots. So let me fish those out of here. Oh my gosh, they're so tiny. And they have all the outlining on them, like all of the little white lines and black lines. So then the little reindeer gets this belly and this nose and a red button. Do I have a red button? I don't know if I have a red button. That was my problem earlier. I ran out of red buttons. I might have to use a red bead for his nose. I might have a red button in my stash. Then this one looks like it's a brick wall. This one's just a green circle. This one becomes the elf with this cute little face. Look at that. That little face. I can't pick these little things up. This little hat. His little shoes. That. And the little star becomes something. The little gingerbread man gets some rickrack. Oh, we get a little snowman. Oh, the little penguin gets, let's see, got 2 white ones for the little gingerbread man. We need a green one for this green. We need a giant yellow one for the yellow. We need 2 black ones for the little snowman. Oh, and this one's just a ball. 2 little black ones for the snowman. And a little green one for his hat. A yellow one for the penguin's nose. I never got that out. There we go. Look how cute. Oh, these are adorable. All right. So. Oh, and this is Frosty's hat. Frosty's hat. Oh, this one becomes a Christmas tree. So all of these little beads in here, that's cute. It becomes like a Christmas tree ornament. Look at all those little beads. So you get to put all those different colors on there. That's cute. Super cute. All right. So I guess what I'm gonna do is start drawing on these. I'm gonna start with a little penguin, and I get my little piece of paper over here, my paper towel, and I'm gonna start and it doesn't have to look perfect, and you know, like, I don't even like it at first. It doesn't look right to me, but then once it's done, like, it looks fine. It's almost like the sloppier it is, the better it looks. I'm gonna glue his little nose on there. Oh yeah, I want to use the matte medium on a button, don't I? I always reach for that glue. It's just my favorite. I'm just gonna put that somewhere at the top of his little belly. And then we'll use, oops, get this out of here, tinsel stuff. Just making some little oval eyes. And then on here, his little wings go down. We need the white pen. So I need my towel again. Push him back a little bit. Just making some little breaks in the lines. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm scrapbooking live. Fun times. Getting windy outside. I'm putting together some of these little page kits. The rest of them, I got the hat ones done. Now I'm working on the little ornaments. They're so cute. I don't know. It doesn't really look like a penguin. I need a red button. I don't have a red button. They didn't give me enough red buttons. Oh well. Put the little gingerbread man together. Little gingerbread man's got white eyes. That's funny. Wow, yeah, the wind's really picking up out there.